Yeah, man. Shout out to Pop McKay having us over, dog. That was fire as fuck. I guess we could start off with talking about Jaden and his lack of planning. And his lack of queuing.
Oh, my lack of planning? No, everything was planned right. You guys just distracted the hell out of me.
Hey, welcome back to the California Armwrestling Podcast.
Hosted by the Savage Armbenders.
Yep. We're episode 10.
It is the 10.
Oh, shit, it's 10.
They say whenever you reach 12 that essentially you've beaten 80% of podcasts, but obviously that sounds like dog shit. But, that sounds like the people that didn't try. So I guess you beat the people that didn't try. But we're not even there yet.
Yeah, let's get back into that.
Yeah. So make sure you like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoy what we got going on today.
For the 30th person that comments in this video, we're going to send you a shirt. George shirt from Walmart. $4.99. We will send it to you.
A Hanes shirt. If you need some underwear.
Oh, Hanes, dude. I ain't that rich, Playboy. Get the George from Walmart.
Good point.
No, I'm just playing.
I've had the same shirts for years. So.
Zach will slap some Savage on it, so we'll get you right, man. 30th comment, we'll do something for you right.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll see who it is, and we'll see if we even like you. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah, but we all had a great time on Saturday.
Yeah, man. I do want to say we missed out going to the Bay Area. You know what I mean? My boy Jay Collins came out.
Well, I wasn't even.
A few of us will see him in Tuolumne though, so that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Right.
I wasn't even supposed to pull on Saturday. I was supposed to be on a camping trip Friday night.
Yeah,
But Ilya last minute was like, "Hey, can we practice at your house?" And I was like, "All right, we'll set this up."
let's lock in.
Because how often are we getting those guys all in the same freaking place?
It's because remember when we what was it, 2 weeks ago when he came by and we practiced and we're like, yeah, we're gonna have another one Saturday or something, and we're like, oh yeah, and then we got a little sauced up, and then I was like, he hit me up Monday. He's like, hey, are we still practicing Saturday? And I'm like, huh?
Yeah, because I didn't hear it. You told me like Thursday night after I finished editing and everything, and I was like, oh,
maybe it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he hit me up. Maybe it was Wednesday or Thursday because I hit you up. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even remember, to be honest, dude.
Well, since I didn't hear anything, and then the camping trip was happening, I was just all like,
right.
oh.
Well, I remember you had the camping trip. That's why I was like, oh, let me reach out to Jaden, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So then Abo pulled up too, like a sav. Well, he hit me up because he's like, hey, I hit up Tom because I was like, oh, Orangevale, that's right in the hood, you know what I mean? So hey, Tom, shoot him a message. He's like, what time?
Yeah.
He's like, what time, what date? And I was like, hey, this time, this date. And he's like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shit, dog.
See you
So
there.
then I hit up Ilya, and Ilya's like, what? What? Exclamation mark? He's like, should I hit up Abo? And I'm like, hit up Abo, player.
Absolutely hit up Abo.
And then obviously we had the gorillas to meet up, you know what I mean? So that was cool.
My dad still calls him Abu because of Tom.
Abu, that's Abu, man.
I'm like, it's Abo, and he's like, no, it's Abu.
You heard right out the horse's mouth. It's Abu.
No, that's what Tom kept calling
I
him.
know. right there. It was
Yeah.
like, Abu, come here. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
get
we
over
only
there,
had
Abu.
one table. That's all we needed, though, between the killers.
That's all we needed, man. That's all we
It was a
needed.
good practice, though. Missed out a little bit. See all those cats out there.
Yeah.
But it's a little.
Jaden could have got
closer.
some practice with Nelson Primo, but next time we'll come out to Bay Area, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm kind of hoping he shows up at Tuolumne.
He might. He does.
Yeah.
I've seen him there before.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
shout out to Tuolumne. You know,
Yeah, we got that coming
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
that's
Which is
When
this week.
drops, if you're watching this, good luck.
Yeah. Are you planning on going?
No, I can't go. I wanted to go, but I got some family stuff going on, so.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can't
we
go.
got our cousin's twins' first birthday party, so we're gonna head out. Head out to Madera.
Oh, nice.
So any Fresno pullers
Yep, happy birthday to them.
want to get busy that morning, man, holla at your boys.
Yeah. But yeah, because Jody was saying he's having a 220 class.
Yeah, I know, that'd be cool.
That's
I'd
something dope.
I'd like to compete right there, and also like to go to that. It's a fun event.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's a fun one. They got good food, good
Weather's
atmosphere.
gonna be really good too.
Good weather.
Weather's gonna be fire, and usually it's a shit show weather is over there, dude.
Yeah, I was
Or
kind
anywhere
of
at this time of the year, you know.
yeah, I was kind of worried about Tuolumne because they like it's outside. I was just like, oh, another 100-degree outside day. Are you kidding me? Getting tired of this already.
Yeah, right.
And then I saw the weekends like in the 80s. I'm like, I'll take it. Because what today is like? Today is in the hundreds. So
yeah, today is gonna be like 102, 103 by 5 o'clock.
yeah.
So in like an hour or something. Dude,
So I'm probably gonna get no sleep tonight. Because the like my room, it absorbs the heat, and then so overnight it just keeps radiating it inside. Like so, nighttime gets pretty brutal for me, and my AC cannot keep up. Like, it just cannot keep up enough.
You get one of those AC units, man, right out the wall, punch it.
Yeah, but those are not cheap.
No, they aren't cheap.
They're not cheap.
Well, the unit itself is not bad. The one you put in the window is like $200 for a decent one.
Maybe.
Kick that PG&E up though, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, that is the case.
up.
And my room already takes so much power.
Because you got a freaking laboratory. It's like what? Remember that vampire from Blade 1, the big fat dude, and he's got all the computers everywhere. It's like fuck, dude. Except without the fat dude, it's a big old rip dude with a beard in his fucking laptop.
You guys saw my room all torn up because I had to take the TV out and everything all out, so everything's all misplaced and mismanaged.
This guy is the ultimate bachelor. This guy has got stupid cool ass computers, guns, and fucking just his bed. It's so hard, dog. It's so bad. That's total bachelor dream.
Yeah,
Like,
all my guns are within arm's reach of where I sit.
I got my game system, my fat ass TV, my dope ass game chair, my guns, and my bed.
Yeah.
Pretty much all I need, brother.
Getting back to that practice. The practice was sick, man.
Oh
yeah.
That practice
be able to
is
get over
crazy,
there
dog.
for the one time and get to pull with all these dudes.
Feel good. I feel like all the pain I had the past 2 weeks after the tournament, you know, I felt, and then practice with Israel that following week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Hey, Israel's coming back, man. Israel's coming back, dog.
Israel is the man. Like
NorCal's coming back. That's what's happening right now.
That dude's a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
Very.
Like he was telling, or like he was explaining things better than I've heard from other people.
The way he expresses it.
Yeah.
The way
very simple, and he doesn't force you into a technique. He's all like, oh no, it feels like you can do this a lot stronger. Try it this way, and this is why you're doing it. And I'm like, dude, that's a great coach right there. You know, he's just got great instincts for a coach.
Right. We're talking about Israel Chavez, people, for who don't know. Israel Chavez is, at one time, he was top 10 puller in California. I think I want to say top 5 or something, because North versus South 1, he beat Tony Tomlinson, right-handed, which was nuts, man. Nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Then he also beat Uncle John Thompson. John Thompson, you know, the guy, Mastodon or whatever.
Yeah.
So he beat him also when he went to Vegas.
Yeah, I mean, even though he had to deal with that shoulder tear, like his wrist and elbow is still very strong.
Oh
like,
man, that started. Boom, crazy good. He feels like he's just 2 beats off.
Yeah.
Once he gets, because he's a little skinnier, not skinny, but he's a little slimmer than he was. Because usually he's built like a fucking fire hydrant, man. His shoulders are like a goddamn defensive tackle.
Yeah.
But this time he looked a little thin, but still he looked good shape. He felt like a fire hydrant. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Can't wait to see a few more practices. What 3 months will do? You know what I mean? And man, California is gonna be shooken up soon, man. Especially the super class, man.
Yeah.
You know what? Every class from the 145, the 165 is a little off right now because everybody's figuring out, am I a 185er? Am I a 145er? You know what I mean? But the 185 class, the 200-pound class, you got the old guard versus the new guard. You got the Austins, the Bens, the Jekka now, you know what I mean? You got the old guards. You got the Andersons, the Luke Kents, you know what I mean? All those dudes. So, let's go, man.
Yeah,
California's about to be shooken up.
It's pretty
North
exciting.
versus South is going to be fun. And I'm not just talking about the event. I'm talking about in general when you go to Anaheim's or when they come down to anything that's worth coming down for them.
Right. And like one thing that also has me excited, like in a future match, is Devin Dodd.
Devin Dodd too. Yeah, I like Devin Dodd's new guard guy.
Well, he has like so much like interest in it. Like I'm seeing him on all these like podcasts and he's commenting and stuff, and I'm just like, dude, this guy's really into it. Yeah, and he's a big, strong dude. It's just all like, oh, that's gonna be a fun match eventually.
Yeah, Darth Dodd is looking, man. He's hunting. He's hunting, dude.
It's good, man.
He's got the empire.
Yeah.
To see everybody,
right,
trying to get their spot. I feel like it's also has to play with the rankings too. Shout out to Kane and Matt Silva and Bill and all them. Yeah. The rankings committee and Heather John and Jeff Ray and all them cats.
Yeah.
That was a cool pod they had.
Right.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was dope, clarifying all the rankings and whatnot.
I love the little arguments that Matt Silva and Derek Smith got in.
Yeah, that was cool. It's good though because I feel like it gives more people more drive to want to get on there. They see their name on there.
Yeah.
Might not for certain people, but I know certain people definitely want to be on there. So
I definitely think that arm wrestling is one of the few sports that like people will kind of like try out. Like, like, oh, I just want to do it for exercise, seems fun. And it just always pulls people into a tournament at least once. Always. Like who's like practiced arm wrestling and hasn't been interested in at least trying a tournament once?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing. Then you beat somebody, and then somebody's tells you.
I know a few
They're
people.
like, "Oh man, you know who you just beat? You just beat that one dude,
right?
Who's been beating all these other guys. Or you just beat that number, some dude in state, or you were holding him. You didn't beat him, but you got close. Like that's when people are like, damn, you know what? Man, I might be stronger than I think.
Yeah, and then you get that bug.
You get that itch. That's how people get. That's how people get.
What did it is?
Get into something new.
Yeah, but yeah, so like just a quick reminder, we have Tuolumne this weekend on the 21st.
June 21st.
So if you're in Central California or even Northern California, and you got nothing going on this weekend, I know there's a fight card or a UFC fight card that looks pretty damn interesting, but I'll be watching it there on my phone while supporting the guys and even doing a little bit of pulling myself. I think I'm going to do a little bit of left hand.
There's a bunch of weight classes.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight classes, so it should be a pretty decent turnout, but like I don't know how focused I'm going to be that day because I want to watch the lumberjack games, But it'll be a great heavy tournament for me.
I wonder how far Tuolumne is.
It's also so
it's not that
if you
far,
guys
I
are
don't
worrying
think.
about weight limits, there's
Maybe
a
an hour?
2-pound clothing allowance. There's a bunch of weight classes, I'm pretty sure. There's new awards, custom T-shirts, I believe. And also, after your second entry, every other arm is free. So if you guys want to do multiple arms, now's your chance.
Yeah.
Get some experience. And also, if there's some 165ers out there, it's a call to action. Get on them ranking boards because there's a couple spots missing. So that just means that there's not enough pullers that are pulling open right now.
Yeah.
That's what that means. I'm assuming, because I
No,
know
literally.
there's a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
A shit ton of pullers.
There's definitely 160 pullers, but
Right.
like none of them are trying their hand at open.
So if you guys even think you got a chance of banging in there with somebody, might as well shoot your shot, player.
Yeah. Like get yourself known.
And this is a good one to do it at because there's going to be a bunch of people. It's going to be a good venue.
And it doesn't seem like it's going to be hot.
Yeah, it's going to be nice weather.
Yeah.
Good food there, too, like I was saying earlier. Yeah, check it out, man. June 21st, Tuolumne Lumberjack Tournament.
Yeah. And so also next week we got a couple things going on. One is the WSA World Series of Arm Wrestling, which it's the qualifier, but it's still being streamed on like Tubi and on Amazon, right? Is it with Amazon that it comes out later, or is it like going to be coming out pretty quick?
I'm not 100% sure because over the past like 4 years they've been doing this, right? It was like at one point it was Garage to Fit.
Yeah.
Went on to this weird streaming site, and then it was Tubi for a little, but then they finally got onto Amazon Prime. But you'd have to buy it episode by episode or buy the whole season for like I don't know $20 or something like that. But it took a while, so I don't know what this next one is going to be, but I'm sure the process and the steps are going to be a little bit quicker now.
Right.
But shoot, they're putting some money into this, man. They're definitely putting some money into this.
Yeah.
That event is happening the 28th.
Yeah, next weekend.
Yeah, right in Riverside. And this one is going to be the qualifier for the main one. I think is in San Diego
For the big money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's I think all of it all together is like over 100,000 smackers or something. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Between
Get you
all the
some.
weight classes and prizes and stuff like that. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, man. I know a few people that are going for sure. I wanted to go, but we'll see. You know, the way everything's going right now.
Yeah.
It's a little pricey, so.
Well, for you, it's probably going to be next year.
Yeah,
You
I
know.
would like to think next year's be good, but if there's more qualifiers close, like Oregon or something, who knows? Maybe.
Well, there's always one qualifier for any big tournament. Like if it's like a world tournament, so like probably like East versus West.
Oh,
there's
there's a bunch
several
of
there's
them,
several
yeah.
different qualifiers that happen in like
There was
like all
one
over
May
the place,
3rd in
but-
Baja. Pretty sure that was the one where they had that big old tournament.
down in Baja.
So they're having a bunch. They had one in Utah.
I did see one WSA over in like North Carolina.
So I think one was in South Carolina also.
Oh, that
I think
then
I
it
just
was
seen that
probably
one.
South Carolina.
Right, I just saw that one. I think that was
Yeah.
June 21st. I think. I
So
could
this
be wrong.
weekend also?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, like
That's good, though. That's a good problem to have. You know, a lot of arm
oh
wrestling
no,
tournaments,
absolutely.
shoot.
I mean, they gotta make sure that those qualifiers are ready for, the big tournament that's gonna happen, and when is that big tournament happening? Do you know?
The big
November.
Oh, it's November also.
November.
Oh, okay.
The finals will be November. I think early November. I want to say November, beginning of that month.
Right. Yeah, but
Santiago.
so that'd be pretty cool to see, especially if we get some of this California guys, because I know Jody is competing in it, so that means we'll probably see Michael Vaz. We'll probably see.
I hope Michael Vaz goes, man. He's a
Probably see
fucking murder road
Michael
dog.
Vaz. Maybe we're gonna see Vrej.
Uh,
Maybe we're gonna see them dudes.
Yeah, to see a war between or like a fight between Jody and Michael Vaz, that'd be really cool to watch.
Yeah, because you know who won't be there? Arson.
Yeah, he's at East versus
He'll
West.
be at East versus West.
That's
Yeah,
coming
which is
up
happening
soon,
this
dude.
weekend.
June 21st.
Is it?
Yeah, it's this weekend.
Oh,
So if you're not watching if you're watching this, there's a good chance you're not watching the UFC card. You're watching the East versus West.
Yeah, but
But either way,
possibly,
this weekend has a lot of entertainment happening. A lot of good stuff.
possibly,
Wish
man.
we
I
could make
want
it
to
out
see
to that one. That'd be fire, dog.
Yeah, I really
Yeah.
want to go to that
Chi-Town
one.
too.
Yeah.
That was a big. I had to make a choice. I was like, well, either I go to Patterson, spend X amount of dollars going there, chilling with the kids, having fun, spending that money, food, all that, because it all adds up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A trip just doesn't cost gas money, and you
No,
got to
no,
pay
no.
for entry fees. You got to pay.
Yeah.
You know how it goes, life.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
then I was like, oh, well, do I take all this X amount of hundreds and put it to my hotel and travel fee and have a blast?
Right.
You know, me and Zach, fucking probably Kyle, you, if you had the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Whoever
yeah.
had a few extra shekels.
But I was so focused on Patterson, I was all like,
That's why I was
don't
like,
have
man,
the money
I had-
to make that trip so close either.
Right. So me and Zach, I made the decision too myself. I was like, yeah, you know what? Chicago ain't for me right now, man. I got to go to Patterson, Playboy.
Yeah.
Well, also there's a lot of fucking stuff riding on Patterson. You know, a lot of hype building up. A lot of people talking about.
Yeah, you know, your boys had to come show
Savages
up and
coming.
show out, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only that, but you know, we were kind of speculating who was going to show up this year because
For Patterson or
some of the SoCal dudes, came up. So we were like, you know what, we got to go. We always go. So I was like, man.
Oh yeah, no, it was super cool because like not only to meet Kane because like for the last couple months been talking to him over Facebook. He helped me get one of my friends that I've known for a long time who moved to San Diego last year to actually get like a practice or find a practice in San Diego. Hopefully you've been going to that, Justin, because I know you've seen a couple of these. So let me know if you've been going to that, because I would hate to have
man.
wasted those guys' time.
Hey, man, don't name names, man. Don't name names. Don't name our mole's name, dude.
No. I'm naming my boy's name because he's been into arm wrestling and following it ever since I was a teenager.
And we got a mole in your camp, brother.
Yeah.
Cover.
Yeah. I want to hear how you're doing, because I know once you start, you're gonna have that bug.
It's the undercover brother.
Yeah. He was the only guy I ever knew that wanted to arm wrestle everybody he met.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
If you're a dude's dude.
Yeah, no, he was a cool guy. Cool guy. I always loved hanging out with him. But so it was cool meeting Kane for the first time. Surprised how tall as hell he is.
Yeah, dude's Skeletor, man.
Yeah.
He's
and
pretty
then
beefy.
yeah. And
beefy,
also one thing that was really cool is to actually meet Bill Collins, because in my mind I was like, the only way to meet this guy is you got to be top of the world, because he's a ref.
Shit out of
You
it.
see him ref in Devin, and you see
Yeah.
the world's strongest man, Brian Shaw.
Yeah.
Anybody.
He's out in Dubai. He's out in Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's out there with the Savages. Well, the Savages were out there with him,
Oh, and he was so cool. He was so cool.
And if we didn't go, you wouldn't have placed third. You wouldn't have had that.
Well, we wouldn't have
war
seen
with
him
Ilya.
do what he did. You know?
With that Kingslayer.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Kingslayer.
And I know Bill really wants to set up that match between you and
he
Ilya.
does, man. And let's get into that a little bit,
Yeah.
because if the streets want to hear about it, the streets gonna hear about it, player.
Yeah, a lot of people talking about that Anaheim, right?
My thing is, I'm not afraid to fight anybody. I'm willing to fight anybody. I don't have an itch though to fight Ilya. You know what I mean? Because I won that criteria to be able to do the super match call out. Personally, Ilya is a friend of mine, and even a friendly I don't know how to say it. You know what I mean? That's my
Companion.
boy. But I'm.
Oh, no, not companion. Yeah.
But no, a fierce competitor and friend, a friendly rival of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't feel comfortable calling him out personally because I don't know, it's my dog. You know what I mean? But
So let me ask you something.
Well, Ilya
But
Ilya didn't even mind it.
But no, so if he wants to fight, I'm willing to. You know what I mean? But
here's
it's like
the thing.
calling out our teammate, like Jaden, Zach, Kyle doing a super match. I mean, I'm sure you guys would have no problem with it, but
No.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna step on the Bears' toes. But if you come to my door knocking, I'll open that door and greet you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, I mean, for
But
me,
I
I'm able to.
I want to
sorry.
fight. No, my bad. I left a big old pause there. So.
Yeah.
But I want to fight. If I was to, I want to fight SoCal guys. If I'm gonna go to Anaheim for that tournament and a super match, I'd like to fight like I don't know, simple left-handed, especially left-handed.
Well, before you say it, I know Bill wants you to cash in that Money in the Bank against Ilya, but like you said, going down to Anaheim, that's a far.
I'll
far
do
trip
that
to
out
do
here.
that.
I'll do that if they do that San Ho or something soon. I'll do it. I'll have that match.
Yeah.
I'll love.
It
I
does.
love to fire the crowd up because I think
Especially
the
with
people would
Bill,
love to see that match.
Bill reffing it, one of his big events is going to be fire.
It definitely
no
makes
doubt.
sense wanting to, like, if you're wanting to go down to SoCal, like, how often do we see any of the SoCal guys? So it does make sense if, like, the tournament is going to happen in SoCal. It's like, I do want to poll these guys.
Yeah.
I haven't, like, we never get to see them.
So if you make it down there, knowing that you just beat Ilya, everybody else is also, I'm sure they've seen it too.
Oh yeah, now they're
Who
all
would you like to
they're all
poll?
looking
I'll
like
fight
oh
Ilya.
shit.
I'll fight Ilya local. If we could have it somewhere 2 hours within somewhere here, you know what I mean? I'm down for that. If UAL somewhere here soon. But I'm not going to Anaheim to fight my boy in SoCal when I meet him at practice every other month, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or once a month.
So is there anybody that you
personally-
are thinking about, or that you are
I'll
willing to pull?
I'll gladly oblige a match with
I know Heraclio's saying something. He's another strong opponent.
Heraclio. Yeah, he's cool. He beat me the last few times, but that's because I go straight into a hook and I didn't learn how to arm wrestle correctly with my left hand. Now I arm wrestle way different.
Yeah.
My angles are way different. My pressures are different now. The way I arm wrestled before was
Just
obsolete to compared now. Yeah. So now the way I'm coming, with all due respect, I feel like I'll handle that. I'll handle that match.
Yeah.
But if you ask me with with all the clout that I got now, beating the king, you know what I mean, in a tournament format, whatever way they want to spin it. If he got the immunity, he might have practiced that week. He might
which is all fair.
yeah,
fair
whatever, you know what I mean.
But
But here's the thing. I did it, and it happened.
mm-hmm.
So now I'd like to fight the Machine, War Machine, Leroy Brown or Leroy Walker.
That'd be pretty cool.
I want to fight him. He's a great left-handed arm wrestler. He's a great athlete, strength competitor, a legendary strength competitor.
Did he go left against Saray?
Yeah, he beat Saray. And
So-
that was very close.
Yeah. So if you beat Walker, then that means you beat Saray, or you can beat him.
I could
Styles
have a
make
chance
matches.
to beat him.
Styles make
Yeah,
matches.
But,
which means next year there's a chance
But
you
that's
can get
not
on
all.
Shaw Classic.
That's not all. I'd like to also shout out. I would like to also make a friendly call out to if Bill wants to have the Anaheim or something, then maybe I could. If Mike Goldberg wants to do something.
Yeah. Hey, if you're planning,
those are both Alpha Empire guys. So if we could fight in Little Savage versus Empire, you know what I mean?
yeah. If you're planning on going to Anaheim, then I'll make the effort to make sure I go there. And if I'm going there, then I might as well get a super match there, because.
I think he had said he had room for 5 matches.
Oh, okay. Then yeah.
Right
no.
now it's all speculation, but
Right.
since we're speculation, we're on a
But
speculation
yeah,
train.
if we all want to talk about something,
Let's
that's
see,
a match that I would oblige.
Mm.
And I would like to. I personally have no interest in being like. Ilya is number 1, but I don't have the. I don't want to just fight him like that. I want to fight the SoCal dudes, the people that I don't meet all the time. You know what I mean? I want to see the fresh arms that are like. That gets me a little more fired up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That burns
yeah.
a little fire into my ass. Be like, yeah, I want that match.
Especially to make
want
that
that
trip
match.
down there.
Yeah, I like fresh meat. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
especially, dude, that guy's a Goliath. Mega Mike Goldberg, Goliath.
Yeah.
And especially to make a statement to let SoCal know that NorCal, the unification is going to be there soon, but we still have a divide. And so we have to separate ourselves a little bit because I want to equal the playing field. You know what I mean? Playing field. Derek Smith has everybody on the pedestal right here, which is very honorable. You know what I mean? They got what they got. They do the thing. But now I feel like with Israel coming back, Ilya, Abo in the works, still hiding in the dark. You know what I mean? But working with Ilya, and then now Tom coming in the mix. Us getting a little all together, it's gonna be something crazy, especially for you guys too. It's gonna bone up everybody's level it's gonna help us so much. And another thing I wanted to say before we get off this topic, because there's somebody that nobody really talks about. Somebody like the Boogeyman. Nobody ever speaks about him, but they know how strong he is, and they know he's a gorilla. I'm talking about Alan Hadzi. Alan Hadzi.
Mm-hmm.
You know him.
I don't know.
He's a left-handed machine, dude. So after Tom,
He's in supers.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Isn't he with Waldo?
Yeah, Waldo, Orange County. He was with Tony Tomlinson's team. They were all together until Tony left, and now Alan's the team leader of that guy. So
Big dude.
big ass dude, huge
Waldo's another big
motherfucker.
guy. That's another guy.
That's a guy I would be down right-handed. Yeah,
Right-handed though. That's a different.
Yeah.
Another match that's supposed to happen. That might happen in the future. It'd be a good one because
yeah.
that's
man.
another one that's kind of like some, not really I would say unfinished business, but it was
Well, we were
something that was
supposed to pull like two
at North versus South.
North versus South. I
But it
think it
fell
was the
through.
second one, but
Right.
every time, maybe it was the second or third. I can't
I think
remember.
we talked about it in our earlier podcast.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
the first ones.
It got the time switched every time, and then the next time it was like, oh,
They
well,
got a strong
can't make
team
that
though
one.
down there.
Orange County's dope. Orange County's really dope.
Yeah, no, they got a lot of
But yeah, I'd also introduce that. You know what I mean? If Hadzi, because out of respect, Hadzi's the man, dog. And if I get a win over Hadzi, that'd be something cool.
That'd be cool.
But I'd like
for one time if we were to go to Armfest.
Yeah. I'd be down for that.
Not
one.
even for like super match. I mean, there could be super matches, but just to go and pull with these dudes, you know.
It's 102
Yeah.
degrees out. That's fucking why.
Yeah, I think it's because it's 100 degrees. Like, we're just sweating
Oh,
in here.
Yeah, but that's if I was to pull anybody in Anaheim, if I was to make that trip, whoever's listening out there, the powers that be, talk to your boys. You know what I mean? If the times don't align, you know, I didn't even look at the date for that Anaheim one, so it might not work for me. But if I hear agreements on that party side, you know what I mean, I might make the trip and say, frig it up, you know.
Here's the thing: is
I mean, that would be really
Anaheim
cool.
in August.
Yeah, August.
Man,
I think it's early August.
Because Jody's also got something going on in August, and it's the Evo SAC sports event. It's in
That's
Sacramento.
right. That's right.
So the only problem with that is Sacramento's damn near in our backyard, so it's like, man, that's like 40 minutes away from the
right,
crib. I could drive right
man.
down there and
Yeah.
go way in, and the classes are dope. Like they got a 220 class, they got a bunch of classes.
Yeah.
And, not only that, but it's going to be at an Fit Expo. So-
Last Sacramento Expo, Ronnie Coleman was there. We had Jerry Pritchett, one of the world's strongest men. We had tons of people there. Even the UFC ref, or just the MMA ref with the big, long, braided mustache.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah.
was there. Like, you get tons of people there, and there's always a good chance that you're gonna run into like big, huge name UFC fighters. Because Sacramento, I mean, I run into them like
True.
like.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
man,
say
let
all
me
the
tell you.
time, but every year I'm always running into them
We ran
either
into-
again or.
We ran into a couple cool cats at the Fit Expo in LA. Remember? We ran into Martin Lisis.
Yeah, that was the coolest dude I met.
yeah.
It
That
was
was-
hella cool.
Yeah, but if Leroy Walker, if Mike Colbert, you know, you want to get down, say something, I'm willing to go down to I'm willing to go to Anaheim for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Line it up.
I mean that would be sick.
You got to make the trip worth it.
Line it up. Yeah, I could fight Ilya in a Evo Sport at SEC event. You know what I mean? It won't be as cool, obviously, because you won't have Bill in the UAL hosting that. And I would like to have, if it was something in the case of like number one, then it would be at a UAL.
Right.
Well, you know what? It spices things up in California because
Right.
Derek Smith isn't so active in Cali, but he's the number one puller in Cali. You know, he's number one. He was on East versus West multiple times. He's killing it. You know what I mean? He's the king of Cali, but he's not really pulling in Cali. So for you to do this with Ilya, now we got Leroy running around, Mike running around. So now we got the big monsters, and it kind of adds a little more excitement. And now, you know, you're in the mix, so we can speculate, and everybody could be like, damn, how's this going to play out? This big dude versus this big dude.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it just makes things more exciting for the sport in general.
You know what would be dope is a 4-man round robin or something.
4-man round robin.
Yeah, round
Round
robin,
robin.
dog. That would be ace. That would be tits, dog.
I hear they make good burgers.
Oh, shit. Give you a laugh for that. Kane said we aren't, or Matt Silva said we weren't laughing at any of your jokes. So.
No, I think it kind of makes it funny when you
I didn't
don't.
want to cold-
you know.
I didn't want to cold cock you on that one.
Yeah, no. I think it makes it funny, but either way, like, yeah, no, that would be pretty sweet, and especially what Kane and them were talking about when it comes to inactivity. Because I was asking him about that question, because, you know, I was more curious because of, like, Derek Smith. I'm like, when have we seen him pull in California? Not saying he needs to be stripped. It was just out of curiosity.
Right.
And it makes sense when they're like, oh, if there's no call-outs that make sense, like, of location, time, and if anybody could even make it that date.
Right.
You know, like it's just, you wouldn't get stripped. And honestly, like, you know, I don't know how the Super's right-handed look, but you know, I'm not seeing anything on Facebook of people calling him out.
No,
You know?
no. I mean, as far as right now, I think everybody's kind of just seeing who shows up at these tournaments, because you never really know who's going to show up at these tournaments, you know?
Yeah, and I never know which tournaments are super matches, and I never know if they have enough spots, so it's always like weird to make call-outs, you know.
I can't say there's one tournament in specific where every single top of the line dude shows up. You would think it was like California State, but when we pulled up, there's a few guys missing, so you never really know, you know. But usually everybody knows the big ones, the UALs, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the ones people aim for.
Yeah, because I definitely want a super match. I really want a super match, but you know, of course, we got to see how that would even lay out. You know, because I don't even remember all the names on my in our like my division. Your division also.
Yeah, heavyweight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of names, man. There's a lot of names.
A lot of names, and I've not met so many faces, so the names don't really mean much to me.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, we got to figure out what's up with that SAC Evo then.
Yeah.
Because maybe we could get like a little see how many super matches they could have. We could have a team versus team situation.
Yeah. Last year at the SAC Evo, I was like, it was the first time I pulled Charlie, but I injured my shoulder that day. Like first pull I did, my rotator cuff like got super hurt, super hurt, and I was also back and forth because like the guys that I bench with and like we all trained together, they were going for state records that day. And so I'm like I was supposed to be spotting them, and I was supposed to be spotting them for their attempts, and then I was like heading over like to the arm wrestling table to make sure I was good. Fortunately, they were right next to each other, but you can't hear the speakers.
Called up and competitive.
Yeah, and then the jiu-jitsu was right there next to them too, or like the MMA and jiu-jitsu. So I was watching that. And then also across the whole place was the strong men. So I kept like running over there to see what Bubba Pritchett was doing. You know, Jerry Pritchett's son, young kid, like 15 years old, and he's already like deadlifting like mid 500s. Strong kid. So it's like I keep watching that because I'm like, dude, this kid's gonna be something. This kid's gonna be something.
What do you do with the mule like that, dude?
Well, Jerry Pritchett was one of the best deadlifters in World's Strongest Men. When he he was compared to the other World's Strongest Men, he was all right on every other event, but deadlift, he was always like in the top 3, top 4, like always really, really strong. And so like, I mean, you're seeing it with Bubba, and I think he's been like focused, or like making sure Bubba's been like more rounded edges than Pritchett has, because like Bubba's looking good. I mean, with how young he is, kid's kicking ass. So it's really cool to see. And but either way, like that SAC Expo is gonna be really cool. And yeah. And I know so for next week, I know on the 28th, just another reminder, Raymond Cody, he has a mega practice, which is a tournament, or which is going to be a tournament style with a big payout. And you'll see it on the screen right now. Just if you're like in SoCal, nothing's happening next week, and you're looking for something to do, or even if you're over there in Arizona, if you're a listener, hopefully you are, just go and support Raymond Cody. Go take his money. That's what he wants, you know?
Yeah, check it out. It's a new venue, a whole new promotion.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a new promotion. He's an old promoter, but it's a whole new venue, and basically everything's started from the tip-top brand new.
Yeah.
I heard it's a new spot, and so they're going to have food, and should be dope.
Yeah, and I hear he gets shit for it, so it's just like make it worth his while. Because more competition in the tournaments, like if there's more competition in the tournaments, the only way that they can make it more competitive is either they have the best or they pay out the best. And you kind of need that. And having a little bit more tournaments even makes it better for us, even if there isn't payout or the same payout or no payout, because you get to test your mettle and keep improving yourself, you know. So it's all good. It's all worth it. And go support him if you can. I know up here we're not able to go out there and support.
What day is that again?
28th. So next Saturday. So this will come out this week. Hopefully Thursday night at 9. I know last week I had issues with that just because my internet was stupid slow. And I swear that our internet's gotten worse. And so
I think there's something else going on that day. I forgot.
I know. I hear like there was definitely something, because I think that's where
one of the qualifiers.
Well, I know the WSA is WSA is next weekend.
Is it World Series?
Yeah. And I think that's where the drama was coming in, but it's also like it's a different state. Right, you know? Right. I don't think Raymond Cody is looking to pull the guys from the WSA, because
I think there was something else going on in, that might be behind the scenes that we don't know about.
Probably.
You know how that goes.
Probably, because that would probably explain like a lot of the like clashing.
But California-wise, man, we got a lot of stuff coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
It sucks though because with the Evo, it's like, man, like I said, that's right in the backyard, man. You know, Anaheim, that's a good one. That's a big one, but it's also like 8 hours. So if there's something going on, like you know, with super match wise from our team, then maybe we'll make arrangements. You know, but that SAC Evo, it sounded pretty good. You know, and those things get bigger and bigger every time.
Well, the cool thing about SAC Evo, so you know, my friend that, well, you never met him, but my friend that I talk about, who's a Muay Thai coach, former Muay Thai champion, some of his students are competing at the SAC Expo, and I think one of them is for a world belt. So
Muay Thai?
Yeah, Muay Thai.
Nice.
Yeah. So that makes me wonder if my buddy Brandon is going to be out there. So I'm gonna have to like reach out to him.
Fucking busting some skulls or what?
Oh yeah, no.
Some ripping runs?
Yeah. Like my buddy, he would be champion. He got robbed. I was so disappointed the call that they made. I was like, are you kidding me?
Refs off or what?
No, I don't think so, but who knows? But I doubt it. He was the reigning champ, and it was a close fight. But like I definitely felt it went in my buddy's favor. So that
stripped him of the win.
Yeah. So like he would have been champ, and that would have given him the opportunity like to go on like bigger promotions and stuff.
UFC.
No, not UFC. He's not MMA. Yeah, he's just Muay Thai.
That's pretty sick though. See, so those are the things you're gonna see at that at the expo. Same thing, I'm sure, at the Anaheim one, because I'm pretty sure that's also at Expo. So you kind of get a little, it's a mix of both worlds. You got a bigger tournament within the UAL, then you have a smaller promotion, Jody's, but it's also, like I said, getting bigger and bigger, and you never know what surprises we might see in the future. You know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, I swear every time we go to Jody's tournaments, like, they're getting, like, they're adding more to the awards and more
to going to Tuolumne, right?
That's my plan. That's my plan.
If you do go, man, who knows who's going to show up, but you might get a chance to pull Jake if he's there.
Oh, I want to. Yeah, I don't know what weight class he's going to be in. Yeah, Jake Collins.
Heavyweights, he's a big boy.
Yeah. I know he had that super match with Eric Linville left-handed, and I was actually surprised that they did it left-handed because Eric's right hand has improved a lot, but I've never pulled him left-handed. And so that would have, so when I saw that it was left-handed, I was like, oh yeah, probably Jake's gonna take it.
It's pretty strong, both arms. He's stronger.
Yeah.
But Jake, I mean, I haven't pulled Jake in forever. I think I've only pulled him one time actually, and it was days ago. But he was pretty tired, and I was super fresh, you know. But it was a hell of a long time ago.
Yeah.
Then I didn't get the chance to pull him again, so I wanted to at this last one, but it's just couldn't make it. Wasn't in the plans, you know what I mean? Wasn't right.
Yeah.
Wish I could have, but just couldn't go. Luckily, made it to your crib, you know. Away, but had to make that, dude.
Yeah, if I didn't have that camping trip, and then also Ilya didn't hit me up about that, I would have been out there.
I wasn't gonna do nothing because I was like, man, I want to go out there, you know, to Matt's, and I was like, man, I don't think I can make it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spence told me on Friday, like as we're working, he's like, hey, Tom just hit me up. He said he's coming. Ilya's coming. Abo's coming. I'm like, oh, man.
Land of Giants right there.
I guess I'm coming now.
Yeah.
Change up the plans, man.
Oh, yeah. And one of the things that was so crazy was, so my dad, he's got a scale for picking up, like, engines, you know, testing, like, the weight of them. And we've lifted, like the car, or, like, his car and tested the weight on it and stuff like that. So we hooked it up to the side of the carport, just to see, like, you know, what our maxes were. Bro, Abo hit some crazy numbers. Like, we're gonna have to check that camera. I think oh no, it's actually fine.
Good.
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, Abo hit some crazy numbers.
First off, we all stepped on the scale because there was there was a handful of heavyweights, but we all stepped on the scale, and I'm not going to drop names or certain numbers, but let's just say there was well over 1,000 pounds within like 3 people.
Yeah.
You know, it was crazy. You know?
Yeah, no, well over 1,000 actually.
Yeah, and then,
all of us.
and
Yeah,
then
no.
What were you saying? Get back into that, man.
Oh yeah, no. So we're all testing our like ability on it, and dude, like
And this was after us
after
going
all
crazy.
the polling and stuff. And like Abo comes in and like he's been having a lot going on. He hasn't been able to
I
train.
get an accident. I see 5 people. I'm
Yeah. He hasn't been training like.
Well, you're as big as a car, man. You can't. A car accident can't. Come on, player.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
Let him live, man.
I'm
Let
just
him live.
playing. I'm just playing.
right.
I love you, Abo. You're my dog. This is all jokes, player.
Yeah, but I mean, Abo pulled 185 pounds
Yeah, it
with
was
one
all-
arm.
yeah.
It was like, oh my god, man.
And this was no bullshit. Cameras
No.
were off. This was just us,
Just having
just messing
fun.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of like at the mid-end range of practice, is just testing some numbers out, seeing where we're at.
Yeah, and like just the fact that he was able to do that with like, just
We
going
should've
through
built it
the
up
stuff.
because a couple people went first, so we've seen the numbers build up progressively. And,
Yeah, Tom hit like 160 something.
Yeah, Tom hit that.
Tom
We
hit
were
like
whoa.
167 or
Everybody was
something.
like, "Holy snap!"
I got pretty high. Fucking, I remember it was like, pretty sure it was 160
You
something.
got
I know
160.
I was disappointed in mine.
What did Ilya get? I
I don't remember.
think it was like 160 also.
Yeah, like I know everybody.
but
I
we
know
were all burnt too.
Yeah, I
so-
know everybody was really close, and then Abo's was like,
Yeah, Abo hit that sky high. He hit it from a different angle. He took his elbow off the pad and he just leaned back a little bit more, and I was like, oh, I'm not trying that.
Once I seen,
either way, that's still force. in
No,
his
regardless,
arm.
it's going sideways, and I'm like, oh shit, that's the way. He leaned back a little bit more, and I was like, oh, that's a better angle to come through. I wanted to try it again, but I'm like,
Yeah, but well, your
I'm
arm,
so
your arm
fucking
still has to
burnt, dude.
support that lock.
no, that's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. Yeah, exactly. It
Yeah.
has to be able to hold, and he's leaning, holding his body weight, and he weighed
Yeah.
fucking 340.
Something
What was
like
it,
that.
330 plus? I think it was 3.
They were
Ilya was
definitely
like
over
350
three.
something.
They were definitely
He
over
was like
330.
350.
once I seen you guys doing those numbers though, I was like, damn. Honestly, I'll be lucky if I get like 90.
Yeah, I was all like, dude, I hope I break 100. Because I don't know why. I was just all like, dude,
My
I
arms
feel
were
like I'm
cooked,
not
too. I
gonna.
could still feel it in my brachies. I was like, damn, I don't really got the juice right now. I was going into practice not feeling it, but I was like, man, you can't miss up on a practice like that.
I know us talking about it earlier in the week, and Zach was very like iffy, and he's like, "Fuck, my arms hurt, my brachie hurts," and then he's like, when I told him like, Abo, Tom, Ilya are coming, he's like, "Tom's coming." All right.
Yeah, it's hard to get Tom. Hard to get him. But like, honestly, pretty freaking cool day. Pretty cool day.
great.
Yeah, and I hit
Cool as
150 on that.
Yeah,
Just to let you
dude.
guys know.
Yeah, no.
All the stories got
Yeah,
shared, you know what I mean? Like just cool ass information, history about arm wrestling, and also chilling with the cultures are so different, but everybody's so cool. You know what I mean? Just the way that we talk, a little rough and rugged. Tom also rough and rugged, and then you got Abu and Ilya, and they're so humble, and it's
Yeah.
funny how different Ilya and Abu are.
Mm.
You know what I mean? It's like Ilya takes jokes a little bit more
Yeah.
and understands a
Well,
little bit
Ilya's funny.
Yeah,
For
Ilya's fucking funny,
For how
dog.
little he knows English,
Ilya's
he's
funny.
he's good with jokes.
I
He's
don't know
good.
about whoever our listeners. I don't know if you guys know about Abo, but I'm sure you guys heard of Tom Nelson. I'm sure you guys heard of Ilya. But Abo,
Abo.
is,
Give him some
he's
info
a
on Abo.
savage. He's
Monster.
yeah, he's been pulling
Killer.
for a while. He used to be very active, and he used to be one of the top guys in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I think his name's Abo Saganashvili.
He's actually
No,
friend.
it's fine.
Well, he's
No,
friends
but-
with Levon.
Yeah, he just casually pulled up a picture and was like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And it's just him with Levon and
Yeah.
Ravaz. He's just like, "Yeah, I was just chilling."
Yeah,
Talking
well,
about
like he said that like they used to train with each other when he was in Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Abo's he's on another spectrum, man.
Yeah.
He's hella strong, but like I said, he was very active a while ago. One of the top guys in the country. So there's a little bit of info on him.
Yeah. His
I don't
English
really know-
is rough, but
I
he's a
don't
funny
know
guy
lot
when you get him
about
open.
but I just know that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. His English is rough, but he's a funny guy when you get to know him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's He's cool once you get to break that hard chiseled layer. You know what I mean? Then you get past the tough dude, and he
gives you some
just
insight
cool.
too. If you really talk to him, he's
dude. He was teaching my dad a lot.
Pretty wild, man. Because the techniques that the Georgians are doing and stuff that they're doing is just like, man, okay.
Yeah.
Now I see why you guys are going crazy on the table because the training is pretty wild.
Yeah, very intense. But it was cool because you know my dad just high energy, and he was all like he was pulling everybody.
Yeah, dad's hella tough.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing standing? I was like, oh fuck, I wanted to break. I just got off with fucking these dudes. Like, get over here or take a hike. I'm like,
The rock climbing wall.
Yeah.
Like, let me show you how this works. He just starts climbing like Spider-Man.
And then he's sideways, fool, just climbing over the. He's like, no, don't move the barbecue. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Legendary.
What about that little rock? He's like, which one? He goes back to it.
You mean this one? Yeah.
That's sick.
But Abba was like giving him tips, and like afterwards, he was like, when we had the table at my house, he was all like, I want to keep practicing it. Like ever since then, he's like been looking at like dumbbells that are over 100 pounds. He's like, oh, we should get this. I'm like, that's a little expensive.
Yeah, right.
He's like, should we start at the 100 or $120? What are you thinking? It's like, oh fuck.
I'm like, how about we go to play it again and we just get those extended barbell or those dumbbell bars, and then we can we can
Put the
load
plates.
up whatever weight we want.
It's true.
He's like, no, you're not understanding though. You need the 100-pound dumbbell, dog. You need you need
I
a
got the
undone.
60 at the crib. That thing's huge.
Yeah.
The fat grip.
You need
Oh,
a
man.
undone, boy.
You might grab that. You don't even know what to do with that.
Oh yeah.
60 pounder with the fat grip.
Yeah.
I had to put that on one of our stories. We need to start posting some more reels and stories of like some of our unusual lifting techniques because
I got a
know
lot
not
of weird
everybody's
ones.
lifting the 60 pound with the fat grip. I know not everybody's lifting that crazy dumbbell that you got. You got to show the people the dumbbell you're working with.
The one with all the duct tape.
Yeah, the makeshift duct tape.
Yeah. It looks like a Devin Larrett dumbbell.
Dude,
my
it's
jerry
straight
rigged
up,
dumbbell, dog.
Yeah.
With my jerry rigged fat grip. That's
Your ghetto bell.
It's the origin.
It's cardboard and duct tape. It's cardboard and tape.
Part of the origin story,
Something.
dude.
It's all cushion. But yeah, no, because like I mean, you guys saw like what I got working with. Nothing like
You got a dope setup.
Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff,
You got a
but
dope setup.
I'm never using them typical. Everything I do is super atypical.
Yeah, but you got a nice setup. All you need is to fucking get another table.
Yeah.
Get another table.
about
That way
this
you can
spot?
work those angles and stuff. You know?
Well, I mean, that
Brought some
was
of
my
their
table, the one
No,
we
I
got
know.
here.
That's why I said another table.
Yeah.
'Cause,
I've definitely been thinking about it, but I've been thinking I should probably like get more of a pulley system. You know.
yeah, the table with the.
Yeah, but I don't like most of the pulley systems they have because they're limited. You know, like it seems like you can only do like a couple things. I want
Certain
something that, like, you know, like can do a lot more.
You got to look
things.
at Uncle Todd or Todd Hutchings.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Todd Hutchings' system. He has it in his house, and your dad's a carpenter and all that shit, so he could like build
Also
you
a
the
welder.
stuff.
Also a
exactly.
welder.
Yeah, he's the jack of all trades. That's why I was like carpenter.
Yeah,
He's a jack of all
smith.
trades. Yeah,
he's a smith.
Yeah, he's a smith.
Yeah.
He's a sharp gun in the Smith and Wesson, man.
Yeah.
Line him up and he'll build
All
it.
all my family
I'm
is
gonna put
weirdly
you
good
on.
at
I'll
stuff
send you
like
the
that.
links to watch what Todd does,
Mm-hmm.
and he has it in his house where he could literally put different pegs to different areas to get different
Yeah.
pressures and shit.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
very like makeshift shit. Very
Well, you
like,
know who's
what he
been bringing
and
some
he's an
makeshift
engineer.
shit is Bo.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bo's
yeah.
fucking killing it.
What's
What's his name
one
on
spot?
Well, Bo welds, right? I mean, he
yeah.
makes all this
Shout
stuff.
out to Bo. We're gonna drop his Instagram and whatnot.
Yeah,
right
it's a
here.
dead-
'Cause
well,
his Instagram's
You'll
pretty
see it
dope.
below.
Yeah, even on YouTube, he's Dead Wrist Bo. Dead Wrist Bo.
Something.
It's
He has
Dead Wrist
YouTube?
something.
I know he
Yeah,
had
Dead Wrist
YouTube.
Tube.
Yeah.
No. Dead Wrist Bo. Dead Wrist Bo.
Yeah, check him
Yeah.
out on Instagram, man. He's got some cool ass shit.
Yeah, all the stuff you see on his page, he made it himself.
I don't know
it's
why
really
the fuck
cool.
he's not with all that shit. He should be like top 10, dude. Get over
I
here,
think
man.
it's because he's busy. He's busy.
Yeah, he is a busy mule.
And then
man.
also-
That dude is-
also-
We'll see him here in
like-
about 30 minutes.
Yeah, a lot of people like even if you got the like incredible equipment, like you got to know how to put it together.
all right, Bo knows.
And that
man.
and
Bo
like
knows.
and to learn how to put it together takes a lot of time, like to understand, like, you know, research comes into it.
Bo's gonna be something tough, man. We got something in the lineup. We got to get Bo versus that freak Zane.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
a good match, man.
We got to get Bo to smack that kid, man. He needs a bit of humble pie.
We need to Bo is strong. He just needs to put things together better. Like it would have been so awesome for him if he showed up when Israel was here.
Yeah, to talk about the shoulder side pressures and shit like that.
Because
the same guy.
Because I'm still trying to figure out like how to put arm wrestling into training. You know, like because I still don't exactly understand the minute little mechanics in arm wrestling, but like I can be like, all right, if you guys understand what you do, we're getting strong this way, and and we do a lot of table time to make sure that our strength is applicable. Right. And then over time, I've been learning more and more and studying and stuff like that. But man, it's like I don't know, arm wrestling. Like I don't pick up that easy on it. Mm-hmm. I do so much better at every other sport, but this like, and I think that's why it's like I got that bug is because it's so different.
Yeah, it's something that takes a lot of time.
Yeah,
it takes a lot of time and effort, and also passion. Because if you're not passionate in what you're doing, then you might as well just kiss it goodbye. Because especially with arm wrestling, there's you'll learn quick that there is a learning curve. But once you get to a certain point, you realize that you just need to be stronger.
Yeah.
You know, once you build up your wrist so it's not flapping so much, you know, and you can actually bang in the fight, then you realize your bicep isn't strong enough. Once you build that up, now you realize your shoulder isn't. You know what I mean?
So and it's learning how to keep each piece.
Yeah, it's a matter of, building up every single part and grabbing all those puzzle pieces and completing the puzzle. But the puzzle's always changing. You know, the pieces are always shuffling. So that's, one of the things that also makes it exciting. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, one of the things that I struggle with is side pressure. Like a
lot of people struggle with side pressure. You don't think about side pressure until you get in a match and somebody just flashes you to the pad like that. You know?
Well, like one of the things we were learning when we were
bullshit.
Yeah, one of the things we were learning when we were doing the scale is that like my side pressure is significantly lower than like everybody's. But when I was like doing straight back, bicep and stuff like that, it was like it wasn't
crazy side pressure once you activate it right.
But it's like as I understand it, it's pseudo side pressure. It's not like real side pressure. It's pseudo. It's like it's a positioning thing. Right. And like
so you don't know who you're messing with.
Well, it's more of like knowing that I'm engaging with somebody that has heavy side pressure. And then I position myself in a different way. But if I'm not sure that you're going into side pressure, like, and they hit me with it, it's all like just because it's weaker. But like, like I'm pretty subtle with it whenever I get into it in some tournaments if I know that they're doing it.
Well, dude, that's with anything, because if you get knocked off at the center, I mean, how are you gonna enable your side pressure if somebody's already cracked you that way? You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing if you're throwing a punch. If you're throwing a punch and somebody meets that punch before you fully extend it, all that power is not gonna be able to release.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to hit and they already hit you back, it's like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. I don't have side pressure. I don't got nothing.
Yeah.
It's because, like you said, you got to get that leverage point to
you
where you can really leverage your arm.
Yeah.
And that's part of testing your frame in practice. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like most of the time, like once I've already like felt somebody's hand, like I beat them at the go. But if I've never like felt them before, they always beat me at the go. I don't know what it is.
Because you're anticipating.
Maybe that's what it is. I'm thinking more of catching, but because it's always like the first time I meet somebody, they get me really good. And then the second time I meet them, it's like, it's different, Not saying that I beat them every time, but it's more of a lot more.
What's crazy
of a fight.
too is when you grip up with somebody, and then you're like, oh, okay, yep, I know what they're about to do. Then you grip up with them again, and it's a total different grip. It's like, oh, snap.
Yeah.
What the hell? This dude's doing a false grip. I'm like, man, all right, I think I got to do this. Okay, no, that ain't working.
Right.
It's kind of like a game of chess,
It's because they're doing the same to you.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what's so fun. That's what's so fun. Like even though there's like some consequences of losing in arm wrestling, it's not devastating. So it's just like you lose in arm wrestling, it's just all like, oh yeah, you get more recognition, but like it's not end all be all, because you absolutely can get that rematch again in the same year. You know, nobody's cutting you short. Maybe some guys do. Like they're like, oh, I already beat him, and then maybe you'll run into them later. But you know, it's not that big of a deal. But right. I think that was one of the things that I did like about Kane's podcast when they were talking about the rankings. Was Matt Silva made a really good point, because I was asking him about, or no, I didn't ask him. I think it was Devin Dodd that asked him. Somebody asked about like why the rankings shift without like super matches, and Matt Silva made a great point. He was just all like, well, since there's so many people in these local tournaments, that it's better that under rank 3 is very tournament style. So it allows that fluctuation. But the top 3, they don't need that fluctuation happening, because it can limit opportunity for those guys. Like, even though I don't think he said limit opportunity, that's how I was looking at it. And I was like, no, I would want that opportunity. I want them to have that opportunity, you know, to go like national and stuff like that. Because if they like miss a tournament because they're building up for a national tournament, and they're like, whoever's the promoter and looks at the ranking and sees that they drop, they'll go, oh, no, and drop you. That sucks. That would suck. And then you could pick up like, or too much activity, you could pick up these tweaks and injuries that would even make it or make your performance worse.
That's why you go worldwide.
Yeah,
Prestige worldwide.
Yeah, but that's not easy. You know, you either have to have wide.
Prestige worldwide.
But that's why you need if you want that prestige worldwide, you either need to have like worldwide. God damn it, I'm getting distracted. But you either need to have some fame on you, some clout, you know, because then they're like, well, at least eyes are coming to this, and we can monetize those eyes, or like just the competition level brings eyes. So you know, there's that give and take. Right. And like I like and I think it's fair that the top 3 don't fluctuate.
I think what starts above the eyes?
Forehead.
Fucking Jaden's crazy ass eyebrows, dog. It's insane right now.
Bro, they got fingers. You know, they reach.
It's so cool. And evil dog.
I need to trim up this
Holy
beard.
Shit.
I
keep looking Jaden in his eyes, and one of them's like going up here and shit. I'm like, what's that evil ass dude back in the day with the wrestling where his eyebrows were like, he wore a suit. I can't remember the name.
Yeah, my eyebrows are more like that.
I'll try to find it though. That way we can send it for the link. And
I have to trim my eyebrows very regularly. They grow like my beard does, real fast.
Dude, I also have to, before I leave the house sometimes, I wake up, I look, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Oh, you do that? To be fair, I do this. Because I don't like seeing them. I don't like seeing them, so I push them up. Because if I see him, if I see him, I get distracted.
It's fucking up his peripherals. He's like, is that a bat? Oh, wait, no, it's my fucking eyebrows.
He's got that Neanderthal DNA, man.
Neanderthal.
Ooga booga.
It's just knuckle dragging and shit. So, Jaden, where you at? I'm setting up. Oh, shit.
I mean, I do have very callous hands and elbows and stuff, so.
The smartest Neanderthal to work a PC, man. We got to give it to him, player.
Yeah, man. I thought we had a couple more California news. It's kind of slipping the brain right now.
California nudes?
No.
I hope not.
I thought you pull that up or the list up real quick. So I thought we had something.
There ain't no
well, I know East versus West is coming
East
up.
Versus West, man. That's the main
that's
thing.
This weekend, right?
Hey, Benji Mac's going out there.
Oh, Benji Mac is going out there?
California natives going.
So we'll be able to see, like, maybe not behind the scenes, but more
like... definitely behind the scenes. And because when he flies out there, he shoots like ASAP. Mm-hmm. He's shooting. It's cool.
But, I mean, you're going to be limited on the behind the scenes. Maybe it would be post-match behind the scenes.
Well, yeah, you know? Maybe not so much like...
Right.
What's going down, pulling up to the hotel, you know, all the side stuff.
Too.
Scott making moves, wins, you know what I mean? Scott making moves. He's making moves.
He told Travis, get his room ready.
Hey, put that Hershey's kiss on my pillow, Playboy. That's what he said. I don't know. Shit.
Let's hope Tom's not there.
Oh, shit. Because if you can't beat him, what? You
Choke
him. So straight up, like, boy.
Yeah, if Travis heard that, it's all Vietnam flashbacks.
With that being said, oh man, how many times we got to bring that back? With that being said, we're gonna have some good, interesting.
We got some good stuff lined up for you in the future.
Yeah, some eps, man.
You
We
gotta
got
stay
some
tuned,
stuff,
man,
dog.
because we got some.
We might have to get another mic.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the situation. We're gonna get we're getting guests on. We're trying to figure out the situation. Like I said, we have one in the lost tapes right now that we're trying to figure out. So we got some bangers lined up for you guys and some special guests. So stay tuned for what that is, man.
Yeah, and the main reason that's what's difficult about the one that's like quote unquote lost tape is just Kyle and Spencer had to pass a mic back and forth, you know, because like it kind of worked out where we got to test having a fourth person, but we always wanted Kyle on, you know, because he's a staple of the team, and it was kind of unfortunate that you guys had to pass the mic back and forth. So
yeah, the
like,
audio sucks.
Yeah,
but oh man, that's one of the hidden gems, man. But you know what? Maybe we could work something out to.
No, I would just have to do a lot of editing and stuff like that.
A lot of editing.
Yeah.
A lot of editing, man.
But I mean, like...
That was a good episode. It was funny for me.
I mean,
it was funny for us.
We all had a great time.
Yeah. It was a funny blooper episode. It doesn't really do the origin story justice.
No, we got to get some funny blooper. We got to get some BTS for that episode, though.
Oh, dude, it was sponsored. It was sponsored by a leader of Jim Beam. That's what it was.
That wasn't no liter. What?
That was like a
it was a 3 liter, homeboy. You don't even do those.
No, that wasn't a 3 liter.
I'm just playing.
Yeah. A handle. It was a handle for sure.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That was a good one. Woof.
But like I said, we got some heat coming up, so stay tuned. So man,
we got some people that actually want to come through and shit to the cast room.
Yeah.
You know, the California pod room.
Yeah. Oh, and since we got a couple more minutes, you want to just super quickly run down our predictions of East versus West?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
Let's try to make it pretty quick too.
All right, yeah, we'll make it quick.
Yeah. So.
Because I gotta go. No, I'm just playing.
I gotta go practice, man. I gotta beat up on you fools.
This is East versus West, like 19.
East versus West 19.
Okay. Not 91. All right,
A shout out to all the team members, the Savage Armbenders, Nick, Bo, Connor, Kyle.
Yeah,
whoever I missed, sorry.
Justin.
Justin.
Yeah.
Don't do it, Justin. Pat,
my guy, you know what I mean? He just had a lunch date the other day. I hope that went well, Playboy. Hope it turned out to a dinner, Netflix chill night, but whatever.
Hopefully you guys skip straight to dessert. With that being said, first matchup, we've got Arsen Babayev versus...
You remember it that well?
Arsen Babayev? It's Ketchatarian.
Paulin.
I'm pretty sure it's like Ketchatarian.
Arsen got to catch them all. Ketchatarian versus
I wish they made this easier to look at. Dude, I wish they made it so much easier to find. It's kind of a pain.
Adam.
You can't exactly find like promotion. Well, you can't find their promotion on their website. They only talk about the previous cards.
It's harder to find it than you think it is. So
I
kind of remember some of the matches. We could remember, or we could go off with the.
I mean, I could see it like this, but look how ridiculous that is. And I don't even know if it's in order. But here we'll attack it this way.
We say that with all due respect, Engen.
Yeah, but I mean, like at least allow us to see the lineup. You know. We love what you're doing, but I want to like. It's easy. Like we want to see the lineup like at any moment instead of having to save it.
As Jaden got more frustrated with looking at the lineup, his eyebrows raised. That's nuts, dog.
Yeah.
His eyebrows are raised.
Both of them fucking just rose up, dog. I was like, oh, shit.
I was looking at the camera.
As he lifted up, they caught the head of his brim. He's like,
you see it?
They're reaching, bro. But
you seen what Devin said in the comments? You're gonna have to address that when you see him at 12.
Which comment? Devin?
Yeah.
Dodd?
No. Cobalt elbow.
Knox? Oh, he was talking about my fucking
Yeah,
breath.
you're gonna have to address that.
Oh, shit, son.
Start some beef
I thought
in
that
the
was
comments.
funny. I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start that back and forth again or what? What's going on?
Yeah.
Freaked up, man. Talking about my dog's breath, man.
God damn it, dude.
Don't even smell that bad.
No. I hope not. I can't smell.
This dude got the COVID test. He got the booster. Now he can't smell, man. See what you did to us?
I definitely didn't, but I wasn't able to smell before. But all right, so real quick, we
the
got
COVID and the booster.
we got Wallace Dilly versus Rickard Bowman or
Wallace
Reichard
Dilly
Bowman.
versus Rykard Borman.
Yeah. So who do you guys got? Real quick,
Man.
Yeah, Dilly.
Dilly.
I want Rykard Borman to give a good fight, but ultimately I want Dilly to win.
I'm rooting for Dilly, former strongman. Let's go.
Yeah, USA, man. Stomp that South African in the freaking dirt.
Yep.
South African, Australian.
And so for the
Not
next
Australian,
one,
man. It's
the
not
next one.
Australian.
Bowen's claiming it, man.
The next one we got Ryan Bellinger versus Alan Ford.
Ryan Ballesteros?
Sadly, no, but Bellinger.
Yeah,
Bellinger.
Ballinger, yeah.
Alan Ford. I heard of Alan Ford.
Alan Ford is a stud from Canada. Let's go. Ford. I want America to win, but I've heard that Alan Ford is in his top physical shape,
Yeah.
and if he could get him to the outside, I think,
Go
yeah.
Ford tough. Yeah. Let's go Ford.
So yeah,
I'll be the tiebreaker, or I'll be the opposing force, and I'll go Bellinger because
What
I
the
don't know
hell?
either. I don't know either of them.
That's a horrible call. No, I'm just playing. I don't know anything about either.
What
of
if I
them.
win?
I don't know anything about these guys, but I heard something about Alan Ford, so I heard he's a killer.
Right. So then the next one we got Joseph Moranto versus Ivan Portela.
Yeah, I know that.
I don't know
dude.
shit about Ivan
Joseph.
Portello,
Oh,
but let's go USA. Joseph, man, let's go Joseph. Arizona boy too. Shout out to them Arizona fools, because I'll
Yeah.
smack them too.
Yep, I got Moranto.
I guess I'm going Moranto also.
Told you.
So I'm going. Or so far I'm all American.
Oh shit!
But this next one is a lot more interesting. We have Paul Lynn versus Arsen Kachatarian.
Kachatarian,
Arsen.
Kachatarian,
Yeah.
Arson, a California native, Armenian
Paul Lynn, USA, baby.
versus Paul Litt.
He's not a California native, but he's California.
He lives in California.
Well,
Engen said it. The dude's an Armenian,
It's the East versus West match.
or whatever the hell he is.
That's
Yeah.
right. So let's
But-
go Paul Lynn.
but I definitely think Paul Lynn's going to take this one.
I think Paul
I
Lynn's
def-
gonna kick his
What-
fucking.
What's he gonna do?
Paul
What's he
Lynn's?
gonna say?
Oh,
Tell
no,
me
no.
what I
Tell
can.
me what I can't do.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you what he can do. He's gonna take that goddamn Lego cap off his head and.
Tell this, man.
Yeah, man, that's what they. Yeah, you know, you
Should've
come to
known by
USA,
now.
you gotta get that USA American ass whooping.
And this next one, we got Matt Mask versus Irakali. Zirakashvili.
Wild Horse versus Irakli.
I don't know, man.
That's gonna be a tough
Or,
match.
yeah, it's Irakli. I
Let's
always
go
call
Matt
him
Mass,
Irakali.
man, because honestly, Irakli, you're a crybaby. So
He's a crier. If you guys didn't know.
I think Irakli's taking it.
I think Irakli's gonna. Yeah, you know what? If we're just chalking up,
I want
wins and
Matt to
shit,
win, but I think
think
Irakli's.
Irakli-
If we're just, yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
He's
If
left-handed.
we're like going off of
Remember.
Well, it's just his back
yeah,
pressure.
Irakli is coming with the Georgian Hulk off of all their
right.
Georgian superiorities and shit. You know,
Listen to
the
that.
Sure.
extra pancakes and vitamins they take, all the glutamine and tartestamine and all the means and
The
shit,
Coca-Cola.
and all the Coca-Cola, Pepsi Cola, it's a quality cola. It needs the sugar.
That's a deep
Yeah.
cut. If you guys don't know about that one.
Yeah, man, get your sugar up, Playboy. Yeah, you know what though? I'm going to Irakli. Fuck.
All right, I got my mask.
All right. And
Yep.
so the next one, we got Wagner Bortolato
Yo.
versus Manuel Battaglia.
I got Wagner for a crazy matchup. I don't
Yeah.
even care if he wins or loses.
Yeah, I got Wagner. Wagner's
wanna
my
see
dog,
him
man.
break
It's
the
about
table.
time. Left-handed too. Let's go Wagner, man.
Just by looking off them, I was thinking Wagner. Because
Oh, dude, have you not ever seen Wagner?
No, so I wanted to watch footage on these guys, but over the weekend I was busy,
Dude,
so I didn't
there's
have
a
time.
video where he's grabbing the the pull machines, right? You know where the fucking weight you
Right.
put it up and you pull the bar down.
Pull downs.
Dog, he's pulling it and he's going through the whole gym, just pulling it down, but the machine's lifting, and he's like moving as he's doing it. So as he's pulling it down, he's dropping it, and the machine's like lifting him up.
Oh,
So he's flying through the gym.
So it's a cheap gym. They didn't bolt anything down. That's
so
crazy.
it's a fucking gym in Brazil back in like.
How do you not have things
2000?
bolt down though? I mean,
They're lucky they have gyms out there in Brazil, dog. They're all on gear and
a bolt's not
everybody's
expensive.
yeah, dude. They're fucking. Everybody's stealing stuff from everybody. They're
the
like,
machine around. They're just like, don't bolt it.
they're like,
yeah,
no,
maybe-
Wagner's
maybe.
coming. Don't bolt that fucker.
But
Don't bolt it.
so for the next one, we have Artem Morozov versus Alex Krdecha. And this is a right arm.
Yeah, that was out of nowhere. That was because he was supposed to fight Jerry, but I got Alex. I got Artem Morozov.
Yeah, I got the Terminator.
Yeah, I was going Artem.
I'll be black.
I got the Terminator.
I like watching Artem pull. When I saw that pop up, I'm like, it's Artem.
I still really wish Michael Todd would have, or Michael
Jerry
Michael Todd. Yeah, Michael Todd. I really wish he would have fought him, because that would have been my.
That would have been interesting.
That would have been tits,
for sure.
dog.
Wasn't Jerry supposed to fight him though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so for the next one, we got Michael Todd versus Georgi Zaranov.
Todd. The monster.
I'm going with Zaranov. I don't know why, but I feel it.
It's because you guys got fucking. Oh wait, I can't. He's got a beard like him too. Shit.
What are you talking about? I got more of a closer beard to Todd.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I was about to say, but I'm like, Zach's got the Abraham locks right now, so. Yeah.
Ibrahim.
The Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
But
well, you're losing that one, so that's good. Let's go next one, man.
all right. So
I'm just playing. That dude's a stud. That dude's a machine.
So the next one we got Fia Risic versus Elin Jenaheim.
I got Fia. She's been on a rampage right now. Last time I heard, though, I forget if this was left-handed match, but last time I heard, I guess she got a win on her. The other girl, and she was young.
Oh.
So I guess she was like 20 when she got the win on Fia. Now she's 23 years old. So you know that age gap and that growth of age hits different from 20 to 23.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we'll see. But I got Fia.
Yeah.
Fia's looking like a machine right now. Plus she looks like Underworld. The girl from the Underworld with the eyeballs and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going with Fia also.
No time. What?
Then the next one we have Devin Larratt versus Alex Krdecha, left hand.
If Alex fights Devin first before Morozov, I got Alex.
Okay.
Man, I still got Devin. Devin's going. He's gonna get him. In the long game.
I'm thinking Devin. Like at first, I was all like, "Oh, I'm not sure if Devin's gonna get it because we haven't been seeing some weird performances on his YouTube video, but that could be on his YouTube, but that could be very strategic, and also and things in local tournaments and stuff." But part of me thinks that is strategic because I mean Devin likes to play the mind games, but it is a big thing when you have a guy competing again early on against somebody that's high caliber. You know, that's a lot of effort that Krdecha is going to have to go through that day. So I am kind of leaning towards Devin.
Well, that's why I said depending on if Morozov fights Alex first before that Devin match, and that
well, he definitely is because that's co-main.
What is?
Devin versus Alex. That's
How
co-main.
do you know that?
That it was advertised as
they're
co-main.
saving. I'm pretty sure they're saving that for one of the last ones.
Yeah.
Possibly.
It's
but
been
when
advertised for months as co-main. Or not months, weeks as
No,
co-main.
I've never heard of it as co-main though. But I
Well, those are
didn't hear it, though.
like the two things that they advertise the most is Devin versus
yeah, but
Alex.
just because they advertise it the most, they
That
advertise
usually
it because
means-
they got Devin as the
yeah, but
as
that
a big
usually
face.
means co-main, because
You're
Devin.
telling me they forgot to tell the main event? Spencer Pow-Pow?
no, I'm about.
That's the co-main.
Thinking what?
So let's get.
Was that Robert Baxter?
Let's get into the co-main. Co-main event. We have Levon Saganashvili.
Oh, that's the main event.
Versus. Oh yeah, you're right. Main event. Versus Hermes Gasparini.
Hermes Gasparini.
Yeah.
No, I'm lying. I love Gasparini. He's quality, my friend.
Well,
my friend.
I want Hermes to win. And it's not because I want Levon to lose. It's because I think that Hermes is going to be that guy to beat Levon. I really don't see it being anybody else. I think Hermes is going to be the guy to do it first. Even if it's not now, he's going to be the first guy to do it.
I think some people would say the opposite. I think they'd say that you're delusional if you think that Hermes is going to do anything to Levon.
Jesus Christ.
I've heard that.
I would say something different. I would say Hermes, if anybody, has a chance, and he's shown it. He's proven it.
Yeah, I mean, he's the only one in recent memory that's given Levon a real fight.
So we'll see what happened in that first match, if they could replicate in the second match.
Yeah.
And if you could stop it earlier,
Right.
better bring some oxygen tanks, boy.
Yeah. With that being said, shout out in the comments, which round do you think Levon is going to need an oxygen tank?
Or Coca-Cola.
Hey, you know what? Also, do you think he's a Coca-Cola dude or a Pepsi dude? Where are we going, man?
In my opinion, they're the same fucking thing.
That's the problem with people like you.
All right.
It's like, yeah, no, RC Cola. That's a good pop. Like, no, dude.
Yeah,
No.
I don't say pop. I'm American.
What?
If you say pop and you're American, you're not American.
You're from the north. You're from the
Disrespectful.
East Coast, man. If you say pop.
Yeah, you're not American. Get pop out of here. Come on.
Man, this dude. All right, stop the pod. Stop the pod. Stop
I'll
the
pop
pod.
your lip. Say pop.
Cut. We'll be right back.
Cut. Hey, what? Yeah, what was the thing where
be
we
right
drop
back.
it real quick and take a break, come back, his hat's we got a black eye. Like, what the fuck
We'll
just
be
happened?
right back.
We'll be right back. Well, we was talking about pop and.
All right, USA.
I'm
peace.
like, oh, man, fuck guys that say pop.
Man,
and
dude.
then it's all, we'll be right back. And I'm like,
We'll be right back. Where'd you get the crutch and the fucking sling at, dog? It's like, it was
I'm
10
like-
minutes. Got 2 tape pieces. Like,
we come back, I'm like, fuck pop. And then I come in a wheelchair
Hey,
cast.
We'll be right back again.
it's still fuck pop, guys.
We'll continue to be right back.
All right, we'll be right. The chair comes.
Ball bearers bring
Holy
me in.
shit! Oh, fuck yeah,
And on
man.
the casket just says, was it worth it?
It's like we're pop guys.
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude. All right, man. I think we need to get some tacos soon, man.
Dude, no. We got to get a workout before we eat tacos. Every time we eat tacos, we don't even really get a good workout.
I think
So,
it's Taco Tuesday, man.
well,
Today's Taco
either way,
Wednesday.
we're going to be wrapping it all up. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Good luck
Make
tomorrow
sure
and-
you like and subscribe.
That's right.
And good luck at Tuolumne. Good luck at WSA.
Yeah.
Good luck at Raymond Cody's. And just good luck, you know?
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about WSA again by next week. But
Yeah,
hell
yeah. We'll definitely get another.
and we'll have some updates on the Tuolumne.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
And let us know if you like the quicker, why is my brain farting? The picks. Let us know if you liked
what it is.
our
Rapid fire.
our faster paced picks, or if you liked us getting a little bit more into it. You know, because
Rapid fire,
we
boy.
want to just improve this for you guys. You know, we're having a good time here, but we want to make sure that you guys are enjoying what you're seeing. So, with that being said, have a good day, you guys.
30th
We'll see you next week.
30th comment gets a George shirt.
You better live up to that.
We'll see what's up. I'll see that 30th comment, dude, and we'll see
Yeah,
what's up, man.
Devin's gonna create an argument.
I
He's
know.
gonna artificially create that 30th comment.
We'll get some right, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right, later.